A downed power line sparked a massive fire in Bastrop County that destroyed more than a dozen homes. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jenny Lee.
And I'm James Irby. A Bastrop County judge signed a disaster declaration today as 11 agencies coordinate an attack on that fire that has already scorched more than 650 acres. Fox 7's Foti Kallergis is live in Bastrop County with the latest. Foti.
Well, James, some good news tonight. The latest numbers coming in. About 40% of this fire has now been contained. The bad news, however, is at least 13 homes were destroyed in this wildfire here in Bastrop County. We're here at Central Command, and I want you to take a look right behind me. There's two buses here. The first one from the Round Rock Police Department, the other from the Lower Colorado River Authority, or LCRA. Now, this is where all the efforts are being coordinated. We're talking about helicopters, brush trucks, tractors, and even help for those who were displaced. Fire and destruction.
It's a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, whenever you see it that close.
Bradley Scott is on high alert. The giant cloud of smoke in the sky is getting closer as the fire on the ground keeps inching towards his home.
That's not good.
It's perhaps the perfect storm sparked by a downed power line early Saturday afternoon. The fire fueled by dry grass and pine trees and accelerated by high winds. 650 acres scorched. 13 homes destroyed and many others threatened.
There are vets running around with their trucks picking up horses just wherever they find them to get them out of the way. So people are losing their cattle and their animals.
The Bastrop County burnout triggered a massive response.
I'm a firefighter, so I got to fight fire.
From a single volunteer with a handheld extinguisher to big brush trucks, 8 fire departments came together, some vanishing into the smoke in search of the source.
Haven't seen anything like this.
Saturday afternoon, Bastrop County Judge Ronnie McDonald signed a disaster declaration, a move that would open the floodgates for federal help. And within hours, Black Hawk helicopters began their fight from above, along with a Type 1 chopper. But the help wasn't enough to save this home up in flames, along with the Alum Creek Center and, ironically, the Wildfire Cafe.
I feel sad. I feel sad. I feel sad because I love the land.
Elizabeth Rinker is now an evacuee. Her home was on the front line of the fire. It's a home she's lived in for more than 25 years. And next to it, the home she and her brother grew up in.
Based on what I've seen realistically, it's probably burned. Everything is probably burned back in there.
They're now a part of the dozens in temporary shelters, one on each side of the Smoky Divide that shut down Highway 71. Yet some are still hopeful. The out-of-control fire spared their homes, even though it's burned frightening images in their minds. And we're told tonight firefighters will continue to battle this wildfire. The good news is that the winds have died down. The bad news, however, is that this wildfire has now gotten into some rocky terrain, so it may be difficult for them to actually get to it. Firefighters will also be going to those areas that the fire has burned out in, just keeping afloat on the embers or the hot spots that are in those areas. Unfortunately, all the residents that were evacuated will not be allowed to go home tonight. Jenny?
And Foti, speaking of the evacuated people out there, there's a lot of chatter on our website about the lack of hotel rooms in Bastrop. What do you know about that?
Yeah, well, we're told at least one hotel room here in the area close to us has been sold out. There were 2 temporary shelters, one just down the road from us at the Lost Pines Fire Department, the other on the other side of the fire at the First Baptist Church in Smithville. Those 2 now have been condensed into one at the Smithville Recreation Center, and we're told that they're expecting anywhere from 25 to 65 people tonight.
Foti, that's a lot of people. Reporting live in Bastrop. Thank you very much. Now, the wind kept firefighters